Today's recap is on a series of events that occurred during the Madlanga Commission on the 5th of December 2025. The focus was on Police Minister Senzo Mchunu's testimony, and by the end of it, something very important fell apart. The commission uncovered that the minister took a major decision disbanding the PKTT before the process meant to justify that decision ever happened. Let's break it down. The first issue that was raised in the hearing was the meetings that informed the minister's decision to disband the Political Killings Task Team. The minister informed the commission that his decision to disband the Political Killings Task Team was informed by 3 meetings. Those meetings took place on the 1st of November 2024, 21st of November 2024, and 22nd of November 2024.
You reference a meeting of the 1st of November? As I said, at which the possibility of the disestablishment of the PKTT was raised. And then you reference 2 other meetings, the meeting of the 21st and the 22nd of November. That's what my note records, and I trust that is correct.
That's correct.
There's a red flag that appears instantly.
For the record, we only have, you have only provided the minute of the 1st of November. We don't have the minutes of the other 2 meetings.
That's correct.
There's only one set of minutes that were presented and submitted to the commission, and those were the minutes of the 1st of November 2024. There were no records for the meetings that took place on the 21st and the 22nd of November 2024. And for a decision this serious, that already raises questions about transparency. The commission then zeroed in on the minutes of the meeting that took place on the 1st of November 2024.
I'm at page 99. I would like you to turn to that page. Have you located it?
Yes.
This is the moment that the hearing really shifted. According to the official record, the minister said that certain task teams, including the Political Killings Task Team, must undergo reconsideration and review. That sentence became the central part to the entire hearing because it suggests a process. First, there would be a review and then a decision will be taken. But that's not exactly what happened. Through very careful and very methodical questioning, the commissioners and the evidence leader got the minister to concede and finally agree to several key facts. He confirmed that there was no prior review of the Political Killings Task Team. There was no reconsideration that took place between 1 November 2024 and 31st November when the PKTT was disbanded. The review mentioned in the minutes of the 1st November 2024 was intended to happen in the future.
Simply this. At which point in the past before this meeting had there been a reconsideration and a review of the capabilities of the PKTT? My question is specific. PKTT, at which point had there been a reconsideration and review of their capabilities?
No, there had not been any specified assessment of PKTT as part of a capacity. Instead, capacity that was reviewed, that was assessed, would be murder and robbery, would be all of that. And it was always juxtaposed with the Political Killings Task Team, that you have developed a capacity or a capability in the form of specialized units. And then you have the Political Killings Task Team. Okay. And then you avoid that duplication.
All right. Can I then go on to my conclusion, therefore? With that explanation, that admission that there had not been a review of the PKTT in particular, here you could only have been speaking about a future review, therefore. If it must follow. If there had not been a past review of the capabilities of the PKTT, which you accept, which you say now, this sentence here that Ms. Silo was taking you through must be a reference to a future review of the PK, because it has not happened before. There can only be from the 1st of November, there must be a review.
Well, in the context of reviewing capacity of SAPS to fight crime.
No, Minister, sorry, I don't mean to be rude, I have to stop you. My question is specific. You have said now, in the last sentence, you have said there hadn't been a review as at the 1st of November. There hadn't been a review of the PKTT's capabilities and a reconsideration. You've just said that. And what I'm putting to you is, therefore, it must follow that in that proposal that you make, or in that statement that you make in that first line, you are speaking about the future. From the 1st of November, there must be a review. It has to be, Minister.
I agree with you.
Thank you. Ms. Silo, thank you.
In simple terms, the task team was disbanded before it was even reviewed. That's not a small technicality. That's a serious procedural problem. The Commission then made something clear, very clear. The decision to disband the task team was not based on any completed assessment. In other words, the foundation of the decision started to look shaky. In his written statement, the minister claimed that continuing the task team was administratively and constitutionally untenable. But under questioning by the commissioners and the evidence leader, that argument began to soften. He clarified that the task teams themselves were not unconstitutional. He wasn't relying on any specific constitutional provision when he made that statement. And he also clarified that his real concern was more sustainability and administration rather than constitutionality. And that's when the commissioners pressed him.
Agree. If you are correct in this sentence where you say the continuation of a temporary task team outside of the organizational structure is untenable both administratively and constitutionally. If you are correct with that statement, it holds for all task teams.
Yes,
must be.
That's correct.
Okay, that's all I wanted to establish. So it's not just unique to the PKTT.
Yes,
it
that's
also
correct.
applies to the mining task team, to any other task team that the SAPS has.
That is correct, okay, with a proviso that you wouldn't, when there's a need to establish a task team, you would flinch from doing so. You would establish and then disestablish.
Okay.
But yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, Minister. Thank you.
If the task team are a general problem, why was only one task team disbanded? At this point, more inconsistencies came out. The minister conceded that his concern applied to all task teams. He also considered that the political killings task team was singled out because it had long been discussed for integration.
And another thing, once again in response to Commissioner Baloyi, with reference in particular to the PKTT, I understood you to say, and my understanding might be incorrect, and please correct me, that the PKTT, the first time around you said was always identified for absorption. The second time you referenced this issue, you said was targeted for integration. Did I hear you? Did I understand you correctly?
Correct.
The question becomes unavoidable. Why was this task team treated differently from the other task teams? But then here's another contradiction. Other task teams were already integrated. This one was disbanded first without a completed review. Now, towards the end of the hearing, the minister tried to clarify a few things. He confirmed that no police officers would lose their job as a result of disbanding the PKTT. He also confirmed that the members of the PKTT were meant to be absorbed elsewhere, and that the disbandment was intended to lead to integration. But he also raised one final crucial question for the Commission. How do you integrate a team that was never formally reviewed in the first place? Today's hearing didn't end with fireworks, but it did leave something powerful on record. The decision to disband the PKTT was taken before the promised process that was to be followed. And that gap between the intention and the action is now firmly documented by the Commission. If this helped you understand what really happened, like, subscribe, and comment below and tell me what you liked about my recap and what you would have liked me to expand on. See you on the next recap.